This project is absolutely insane. There are going to be so many new homes here in this brand new community, just like the ones you see behind me. These are going to be phase one of their townhome project. And if I flip these around, you have a bunch of new ones, future phases coming out, all townhomes as well as 4 condo buildings that we're going to get into and share with you the details of. But today in this video, we're going to take you through 2 of these units, 2 of their completely different floor plans, and we're going to share with you all the details of the different units that you're going to be able to get in this project. And most importantly, there are some crazy good promotions and incentives going on right now that could save you more than $50,000. This is one that you definitely don't want to miss. We're in one of the best neighborhoods here in Langley, and we're going to tell you everything you need to know about this area, as well as take you through the site plan as well. So we got a lot to cover. This is going to be a jam-packed video. Stay tuned and let's get into it right now. All right guys, so we're going to step into the first home that we're showing you today, which is right here in front of us. And like we mentioned, we're going to show you and take you through the site so you can see what's going to happen in the future, as well as a bunch of condo buildings that they will also be releasing. We'll get into the details of all of that. But first, let's step foot inside this one and take a look. So this first home that we're going to take you through, this is their 4-bed, 2.5 bath home with 1,391 square feet in its interior. Now we're gonna take a step up, and down there, that other door that you saw, that it actually leads to their 2-car side-by-side garage. And right now it is their sales center, so we're going to leave them alone. But this is the unit that we're looking at. Like we said, 1,391 square feet in its interior. And this is one of their smaller homes. They have homes over 2,000 square feet, which is currently not released yet, but they do have those coming in the future. And as always, we're going to show you some different floor plans, give you all the pricing towards the end of the video so that you can take a look at all the homes that this project is going to be coming out with. And like we mentioned, the great thing about this project is, of course, its convenience, which we will touch on more. And also they're currently doing some incentives, 50,000 credit on some of these homes, which is very exciting stuff, as well as potentially some different upgrades that you can take advantage of. But anyways, let's talk a bit more about this home that we're in right now. So this kitchen, you're not playing around with an insanely high amount of square footage, but this does feel very comfortable. You have this nice backsplash, nice colors blending in the kitchen here. And if I open some of these up to show you some space that you'll have, and of course, they're all soft close. Now, one little neat feature that I do like is this wood piece right over here. So instead of having an exposed hood fan, they've tucked everything away so that, you know, nothing is showing out there. And you do have your gas stove over here. And this island here, this is one neat little thing I want to note. You have a little bit more storage space, but this little wine fridge over here, this is very neat touch. This is going to be an upgrade, but I do like the fact that they have set that in here so you can get an idea of what it looks like to have that upgrade, as well as, of course, your fridge over here. If we go on a little bit more to the right, you have a pantry, which this is a huge win for a townhome, for a unit of this size, especially if you take a look at the kitchen. Of course, it's not huge, but having a pantry here, some additional space to store all your food, all your cans, and all that good stuff. This is a great extra room to have. Now, we're gonna show you the rest of the living room in just a sec, but this is the powder room here on the first floor. And look at these tiles, Zebraland, that's pretty cool. And this is going to be their first color scheme, and the next home that we will take you through, which is not staged, that's going to be their other color scheme. So you can see a bit of a difference, a comparison between the two. Now, before we get into the living room, let's step foot outside real quick. And this is going to be their balcony. And you can see some more of the site. They have a bunch of new homes coming out. Right now, there's some that are getting close to being finished, some that are pretty much move-in ready, and then a bunch of them that are still on the ground. They have just dug up the spot to put in their new homes. This balcony is pretty good size. I like having a few chairs set up here. You can be out here enjoying your morning cup of coffee, or just be here at night to talk to your friends, talk to your family, and have a good time out there. And what I love about this unit specifically, which is of course the corner unit, is the amount of windows that you have. So right here, if we step foot inside the living room, you can set up a more formal dining table over here. And to your left, to your right, you have windows all across. And if you go all along the wall here, you have windows literally everywhere. So you won't lack natural light coming in, that's for sure. And let's move on a little further along into the actual living room. If we take a seat here, give you a bit of a view of what it's like to wind down, to relax here in the living room. I absolutely love this fireplace and the wooden color built in over there. If we go in a little bit, this is an upgrade option, but this is really sleek. It's nice. It blends into the color of both the kitchen as well as the bathroom, the powder room that we just took you through. And now a bit of a further shot so you can see the floor plan. And let's continue heading on upstairs. So up here, you're going to have 3 of the bedrooms, with the 4th one, of course, we took you through at the basement. This is going to be the primary, and we're gonna get in there right after we take you through this area. So right here, there should be a door. Right now it's staged, of course, so they took it down, but this is a bit of a linen closet right beside your stacked laundry. So even though this is not side by side, which a lot of people like, at least, you know, they put in extra space in here so you don't feel absolutely crammed. And you do have some cabinet space to store your detergent, to put some towels, maybe even some of your clothes. And right beside that, like we just took you through, you do have an extra closet space. But if we keep going along, this is going to be 2 of your secondary bedrooms. Again, this is not going to be the largest size home. This is one of their smaller size homes. So if you stay tuned, we're going to take you through a bit of their larger unit. It's not going to be their largest unit. Like we said, that one is going to be over 2,000 square feet, and we're going to show you the floor plan for that towards the end. But this is just to give you an idea of the area, of the build, of the finishings that they've used, and what the floor plan of this specific unit looks like. This is going to be the second room, second bedroom over here, and they have a shared bathroom over here with a tub. So this is a very standard top floor so far. You have your 2 secondary bedrooms with a shared bathroom with a tub, and then your primary bedroom. If we walk in here, you can get a sense of that. Now we're going to touch on this more in the next unit that we take you through, but one of the great features about this project is the convenience of its location. It is very close to a lot of things, including Willoughby Town Center, which is just literally a minute walk away. And over there, you know, you have a bunch of shopping, you have a lot of dining, and they are coming out with also a bunch of new stores. They have your conveniences like your bank. You can go there and get some liquor. But anyways, this is the bathroom of the primary bedroom. You have your double vanity and a glass shower, which this is actually very, very good size. So if we take a walk in here, give you an idea of how much space you have in here. I'm fully extending my arms and you still have enough space. So this is a good size standing shower. Now let me give you one more view of the primary bedroom and show you the outside here. You have an elementary school right over there and some condo buildings right across the street. Now that's it for this unit, but stay tuned as we're going to take you through the next one, which is going to be a little larger inside. And of course, we're going to get into all the pricing, all the information that you need to know, as well as the credits, the promotions that are going on right now, and also the site plan, so you can get a better picture idea of the future homes that are going to be coming to this community. So we still got a lot to cover. Let's keep moving forward. Okay guys, before we take you through the second unit, the second home that we have prepared to show you today, we're gonna walk through the site plan a little bit and showcase you what the future of this development is going to look like. So the homes we just showcased, the first one was that corner one right in front of you, and we got another one like we just mentioned, but this is going to be their site plan. As you can see, they're already working on their future phases, future homes, and some of them aren't even started in the construction process yet. Once they're done with this phase and these set of homes, they're going to move on and start building some other ones right along here. So this is going to be an absolutely massive project. And there's one thing I want to note is that not just on this end, but if you go across the street, they're going to have 4 condo buildings right over there as well in the future. So this is a gigantic project with all sorts of homes. So if you're not looking for townhomes, the condos could be a great fit for that. But all this just to say that there's going to be a lot of different options going on in this community. And last week we took you guys through Griffin, which is right over there across the street. And I'm going to link that somewhere on this video if you're interested in those. But this really is a neighborhood where you get everything you need. You have that peaceful, you have that quiet, you have good schools around here, and you have your conveniences, your daily amenities very, very close, whether it's a short drive or even just a walk away. So we're going to flip this over one last time and show you probably the last phase, which is going to be down there of this project. And now we're going to step foot into the next townhome that we're going to take you through. Make sure you stick around until the end because these incentives and promotions are some of the best that you won't want to miss. So now let's cut back into the second home and take it from there. All right guys, so we're going to take you through the next unit we're looking at. This is going to be their larger unit. The one we just took you through is in the corner over here. So this is not going to be a corner unit, but this is going to be their larger unit of the two. But let's step foot inside. This unit is not staged, but I thought I'd still show you what this square footage looks like. And of course, we're going to get into the details of that. So this is going to be actually your front door. So similar to the one we just took you through, if you enter from the unit beside, this is going to be the front door entrance view. Now this floor plan is completely different from the one we just took you through, and this is going to be their 4-bed, 3.5 bath home with 1,544 square feet in its interior. So like we just mentioned, this one is not staged, but I still want to show you the difference in floor plan. Now bedroom number 1 is what we're in right now. It's on the first floor, and you do have, for this specific unit, a view of the road. And don't worry guys, this might scare some of you. You might think, oh, this is going to be very noisy. But that's the great thing about this area, this neighborhood in Willoughby, is that this pocket over here, it is extremely peaceful and quiet. You have a lot of residential homes, but at the same time, the great thing about it is you're very close to a lot of your daily conveniences and amenities. Now, for any bedroom down here, having a full bathroom is definitely a huge plus. But if we keep going, let's head on upstairs and show you the rest of this 1,500 square feet home. Now, the floor plan for this, as you're going to see, it is completely different in feel. The second you get up, you get a coat closet, which some people might like this, having a closet here on the main level, but I can understand how some people would much prefer being right there by the front door. But if we enter into this unit, and I'll just take a step back, this is going to be your traditional, more narrow, longer floor plan. So instead of more of a square shape, this is going to be more of a rectangle with your island down here right in the middle. So this main level could be separated into a couple of different spaces. So the dining room would likely be over here beside your powder room. So this powder room actually feels a little bit smaller than the other one. And then on the other end, that is going to be your living room. But before we do that, I want to mention, have a good size balcony up here. So let's go on the other end and show you this space. Likely you'll be able to set up your couch along here with your TV facing there. And we need to do a little bit of imagination, but this would be your living area beside your kitchen. And of course you still got some windows, but unlike a corner unit, it's not going to be and feel quite as bright in here because you are lacking the windows going all along that side of the room. Now this island itself is incredibly long, it's huge, but I do want to know one thing, that even though this unit is 1,544 square feet, you have a little bit more square footage in the actual unit, it doesn't necessarily mean that the main level will feel larger in size. So unlike the other unit, this one doesn't have as integrated of a space in the sense that your kitchen, your living, your dining room all kind of connect seamlessly together. Because this layout is going to be longer and more narrow, you have a much more distinct area and space for each of these. Of course, all the appliances, all that is going to be the same, but this one, if you're noticing, the color scheme of the cabinets, even of this piece of wood, is going to be different. This is more of a gray color scheme, and that one that we took you through is a little bit darker. Now let's go on upstairs to show you what the 3 bedrooms up there look like. So similar to the first floor in the difference of floor plan, you're going to see a very different floor plan up here as well. First of all, this is going to be one of your secondary bedrooms. Again, like the other one, it's not going to be huge, This is going to be a smaller room, so maybe more of a fit for either home office or you can have for one of your younger kids that don't need that much space. But just strictly from the feel, that bedroom that we just went in, that is going to be the smallest bedroom and even smaller than the one in the lower level. Now this bedroom feels more spacious, and on top of that, I want to mention the added windows up top over there. So if anything, for a home office, if you want extra light coming in, this might be a great room for that. And the reason they're able to put that there is because of the extra high ceilings. So the ceilings there feel like they're 11-foot ceilings. I don't have the exact number of that, but it is much taller than the other room. So even though, you know, this room might not in square footage be the largest of any room you've seen, with the high ceilings, you do feel like you have a lot more space in here. Now, if we walk along the hallway, this is going to be a closet here, a little deeper than I imagined, honestly. And this will be the shared bathroom, all very standard. And then if we move along over here, right beside your primary bedroom is where your stacked laundry is. So unlike the other one we took you through, this one doesn't have that extra space to the side for you to store some detergents, some towels. So this is going to be, even though a larger unit, some areas will feel smaller. And this is going to be the primary bedroom with a completely different layout again, like you're going to see once we walk you through this walk-through closet. So you have a closet that is in between your bedroom itself and the ensuite bathroom, which is right over here. And you can see the color of the wood is different, but the shower size, that is all the same. Now this is going to be much of a personal preference thing. Some people I know don't like the idea of the walk-in closet being in a way connected to the bathroom. They're scared, worried about moisture getting onto their clothes, which is completely, totally valid. And for other people, you know, they actually don't mind that at all. Maybe even like the convenience of it being all integrated together. Now there you have it, guys. Those are the two floor plans that we're taking you through today. And make sure you comment down below. Let me know which one you like more and why. Do you like the narrow and longer one, or do you like the first one that we took you through? Even though it is smaller in square footage, you like the feel and the floor plan of that more. And like I mentioned earlier, they have homes here going over 2,000 square feet in its interior that are going to be releasing soon. So we're going to get into all the details of that. I'm going to make sure to show you the floor plan to that right now, as well as get into all the pricing and promotions that they have going on currently. So let's jump on the screen. We're gonna take you through those. Guys, there you have it. I really hope you enjoyed the tour of both those homes, as well as the bit of a walkthrough of the site plan and what you can expect of the future phases of this massive project. Now, this is very early on in this project. They've just opened up and started selling these homes. And with that, the exciting news that we were mentioning throughout the video, they are doing a $50,000 bonus on select homes for early birds. So if you're interested in learning more about this project, you want to get access to that $50,000 promotion, or you want to get ready for their future phases, maybe for their condo building, then go ahead and reach out to me. I'm going to leave my contact information right up there. You know, we get calls and emails all the time from you guys, and we love to be a resource, to be of service and provide value to any of you who are looking for assistance along this journey. So definitely don't hesitate to reach out. Now, getting on to the starting prices for this project, like we mentioned, this is very early on, so they don't have specific numbers out, but they do have a very tight range that I'm able to share with you right now. So the first home that we took you through, that is their C2 plan, their main show home. That one, of course, like you saw, it is a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom home with 1,391 square feet. That home is going to have a starting price in the low 900,000s. And the next home that we took you through, the second one, that's the narrower, longer floor plan. That one is the 4-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom home with 1,544 square feet in the interior. That one has a starting price in the high 900,000s. Now their smallest unit home, which is their 1,329 square feet home, we're gonna put the layout right there in front of you so you can take a look. That one has a starting price in the mid 800,000s. Now their larger homes, the ones that are 2,000 square feet in its interior or more, they have two plans around that size. The first one is going to be their E plan, which is a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom home with 1,958 square feet in the interior. And this floor plan, it's absolutely amazing. If you take a look, this is the type of floor plan that a lot of buyers are after these days. They're looking for that open concept. They're looking for that L-shaped kitchen And this one has it all. It has your 2 cars side by side garage. It has a spacious main level. Of course, you do get that because of the close to 2,000 square feet. And you have larger rooms all throughout the home. And the last floor plan I want to outline is their F1 floor plan, and that one is their largest unit. It is a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom home with 2,074 square feet in its interior. And if you take a look at this floor plan, again, extremely desirable. A lot of buyers after this type of floor plan right now. You have your 4th bedroom with a full bathroom downstairs in the lower level. You have storage on top of that, and in the main level you have a completely open concept, open living space with a powder room. This one doesn't have an L-shaped kitchen, but from the floor plan I hope you can see how long the island is. So it's going to be a little different in terms of the kitchen between the F1 plan and the E plan that we just showed you. And outside of that, it's a pretty similar home. And I do also want to mention that the F1 will likely be their corner unit, because if you look at the left side of that main level, they have windows all along that wall and a bit of a punched out wall. So that is most likely going to be their corner units. And both of these plans, both the E and the F1, which are around 2,000 square feet in size, those both have a starting price of $1 million. So the exact number is not out yet, and maybe by the time you're watching this it is. So again, definitely reach out to me right now if you're interested in this project, or if you're interested in any other project in this Willoughby neighborhood in Langley or in any other areas of Metro Vancouver. Go ahead and reach out to us and we would love to be a resource. Now that's it for this video. I want to make last note that the condo buildings are not out yet. They are going to be released in the future. They don't have an exact timeline yet. But again, if you want updates on that, just reach me, you know where to find me. And with that, thank you so much for tuning in and watching this video. We got a lot of exciting projects coming out soon that I'm really looking forward to bringing to you guys. So go ahead, if you're not subscribed already, click that subscribe button, like the video, so you're notified right away, right when these new videos are posted. And to leave you guys off, I'm going to leave the tour of some other projects that we toured in this Willoughby neighborhood. Thank you guys again for watching. And as always, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.